Hello, my name is Miriam Trujillo, and this is my presentation on my concert review. And the show that I chose was the 2020 halftime Super Bowl show with J Lo and Shakira. This is my school ID. So to begin with, this show incorporated many aspects of each of the artists' cultural backgrounds. For example, Shakira being Colombian and J-Lo being Puerto Rican. So definitely this show being hosted in Miami, Florida, showed some of the impacts that they had on their Latin cultures and also allowed people from all of the United States that were watching this show to appreciate the Latin American culture. One thing to begin with in Shakira's performance was her use of different genres to show her adaptability in music. For example, she moved from her classic punk to pop to classical music. She had a stage where she even played her own electric guitar and showed rock or punk. And then she was able to transition seamlessly into Arab drums to show her Arabic heritage, as well as seamlessly transitioning into a reggaeton style, which is what she has been doing more modernly in this area. So these great transitions not only show their adaptability, but also the creativeness that had taken place during this Super Bowl performance. In addition, I was very surprised by the incorporation of Bad Bunny, as he is one of the most popular reggaeton artists currently, and the way that he was able to sing many of his popular songs along with Shakira was a very good aspect, and it can be seen reflected in the audience's response as they clamored and chanted for Bad Bunny. Shakira also had amazing crowd control during her whole performance, as she was able to manipulate the crowd according to her dance movements and was really able to be seen the crowd chanting as she was dancing along with the drums and the Arabic drums, and as well as the other drums in her further performance. And these were very interesting to me because I related it back to her heritage once again. As you can see, her heritage was part Arabic, and these drums do pertain to an Arabic culture. And she's also from Barranquilla, Colombia, which has a very great African presence, especially in their music and their drum styles. To shift onto that, J-Lo's performance was incredible, and it also portrayed different incorporations of music and seamless transitions into music styles from R&B to pop and even reggaeton, as she was also able to incorporate a guest speaker and a guest singer, J Balvin. J-Lo also incorporated her dance as being part of getting the audience more involved in her performance, as she was able to create dance illusions with her backup dancers, as creating, for example, a pyramid or dancing on a pole, either from her entrance in the Empire State Building and then her further performance on another pole. She used her popular songs to get the crowd more associated with her and getting them to sing with her. Finally, in the concluding part of this performance, her daughter was able to sing with her a song called Let's Get Loud, and she was also to promote her country by showing her Puerto Rican flag, which allowed for her to create a political stance on what was going on during the time with the governor of Puerto Rico. Her seamless transitions of genres to her use of dancing and costume changes as well provided a great performance and a great scenario for this halftime Super Bowl. In conclusion, as I mentioned before, as it was hosted in Miami, this mix of cultures and showing of the artists' backgrounds really helped with the appreciation of Latin Americans in this country. And also the performance, as it was being performed by two women, facilitated a stance in showing the representation of women in the Latin American music scene, and especially as in the reggaeton scene. So I would like to thank you for viewing my presentation. Bye-bye.